Okay, hello everyone. So we're looking at the new maps. These are the new maps. So there's 9 in the map pool, which means 7 you have to play if you're going to use, sorry, 6 if you use your 3 vetoes. Uh, which is a lot, you know, if you have 3 maps you really hate playing against, that's perfect, or playing on. But if any more than that and you're forced to play it, you can be clever with that and kind of understand which maps the different races veto, so then you don't have to veto that because you know, like, you don't like this map on PvT, you know, you can veto that. But if you don't like this map generally, but you know all the Zergs will veto it, then you don't need to veto it, and you'd rather veto the PvT unfavorable one. Anyway, we still gonna veto Goldenor and Alcyon, Alcyone, or Alcyon. I'm not sure. Everybody seems to say this differently. But Site Delta we keep, Oceanborn we keep, and these are 2 good maps. We were very happy with those last patch. By the way, as far as the patch is concerned, with regards to cannons specifically, the extra range on workers to have 0.2 ranged attack instead of 0.1 ranged attack, that will probably be bothersome in hand in hand with the movement acceleration buff that workers got, which already I could always feel that. Some people said it wasn't noticeable, but now it's 2 changes to the way workers interact with other workers in cannons, making it easier to catch and kill probes. I don't think it will be game crushing for cannon rushes, but it's just another annoyance. It will make a difference, I'm sure. Anyway, Crimson Court. Let's have a look. Do the Blizzard authored one. I can keep that. Should we have an opponent? Yeah. I guess the joke for this day is that you're going to Cannon Rush, right? I guess so. Well, it's that I'm streaming Annoyed Kitsune. That's the real April Fool's trick on you guys. I'm happy to see you. Annoyed Kitsune, I'm happy to see you too. Say good luck, have fun to the AI. So I haven't played in over a month, but I'm happy to come back, see all of you guys, and do a new patch and a new map pool. I mean, this already doesn't look too bad. You can immediately just tell by the way the minerals look. Assuming these aren't all fake triangles. The last patch, I think Golden Aura was one of those maps, and that's still in this patch. It had these maps of the fake triangles, which is really lame. Like, if you're gonna have fake triangles, just don't have triangles. Just have a flat surface. This is just trickery. Okay, these are these not fake triangles. Well, there's 1 and 2. Actually, right. Yeah. So we already have stuff like this. So that could have been there, so an even better wall. And this pylon's going to allow us to do that. And we can do a 3 pylon wall here probably, right? No? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's pretty strong. Oh wow, I did not expect that from the AI, how clever. Oh, no, what is this spiky thing? There's just some spiky thing. That's unfortunate. There's like a cactus. Is what that spiky thing I might be. Some sort of spiky plant might be a cactus. Just perhaps. Alright, so this is not as... this is the kind of thing you would never have had in previous patches. So there's been a concerted effort to make cannons harder. Heck this cactus. Alright, never mind. Still, it's not the end of the world. So that's not going to... Oh, no, that will, actually. That will be enough, I'm sure of it. The Mustra Pylon... not really. This might be good in PvZ. I think this cannon's going to let me do stuff down here, which means that you can kind of go on the ramp in PvZ. This is not the worst. Definitely not the best. Again, there's like these cactuses. So on this map, what's it called? Crimson Court. You know that the cactuses are trouble. Don't build where the cactuses are. Can't really tell the difference when I'm attacking stuff with this probe. Like 0.1 to 0.2, I guess it's not very noticeable to the human brain. Or at least my human brain. So you can see already this is quite playable, like there's different spots. This is kind of a dead zone, which is a bit unfortunate. If this were not a dead zone, this would be a really good map. It's a doodad, right? So you can't build there, but you can move there. Like things are happy to be around that to just attack stuff. But you cannot build anything there, so it's very irritating. I want to play macro PvZ, this is why. Crimson Court is a ban for me, it's too narrow and not macro oriented. Swarmhost Nidus will be OP, especially because rocks are thick as hell. Alright, so the main things to know is how playable is this low ground area from the high ground here. So if we do this 3-pylon wall, it has a shift in it. So you can do this whole trick. Just as this pylon dies. So this pylon doesn't allow us anything here, obviously. And there is another damn cactus. But if we were to try this, we may even do this pylon first, because you have a 3-pylon wall here as well. And then something here. And then... Oops. Oh. Yeah, it's sad I can't squeeze out from here. Just like this. Yeah, okay, we can squeeze out from here. Aha, this cactus is much less troublesome than all the others. So it's there's inconsistency in the cacti on this map. And that's off of this pylon right here. So if you get this pylon, again, PvZ, you can go here, as long as the creep doesn't get there, but I don't think it will. You've got this wall, and a low ground wall. Which you can... Oops. That doesn't fully wall it in, but it's good enough, probably. Against a drone pull, it'll be fine. And it's quite away from this mineral line around to here. It's not a crazy distance, but it is a distance. And then from here you can, well, I don't know, you'd have to... Yeah, you'd have to try and move up here, and then you've got the natural. So if you can get this cannon on the low ground, you can then trap the Zerg in the natural. And then kill the natural very easily, if they choose to keep it. Well, 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 look who it is. Hello, Mr. Samo. You shall not plant a cannon. Very good. See, that's a plant cactus joke, and we can all appreciate that here on the stream. Good job, Annoyed Kitsune. Cacti, not cactuses. Yeah, I did eventually remember. It's just not something I think about too much, the cacti here in Sweden or in the UK. Very rare I get to see one. So this isn't quite it. This looks promising. It's almost Musoro pylon walls, but it's not. The map maker seems to be conscious, I think, of allowing it, which is fine. You can't quite make 3 pylon walls, right? You can make it on one side, but then not the other side. It needs to be a 4 pylon wall, which is still playable. You know, you can... What? Okay, that's not playable. That should squeeze across. If that's intentional from the map maker, it's very clever, but also very rude. Inconsistent. That's the worst case scenario, right? Because you don't know whether you should try it or not. Seems if the probe is facing the correct direction. That way it actually turned around. Okay, so most of the time it doesn't do what it did. It's just sometimes it's gonna do what it did. Alright, great. Anyway, there's some playability here. There's like another 3 pylon off of this one, right? You got that. So if things get really desperate, you can kind of just go here, and it's quite hard to tell where the action's going to be. Like where to block as the defender. How's it honkin'? Destroyer, hello. Vova, привет. Hello, Vova. Угол сверху упираться, тогда будет проезжать, проехать. Ну да, я понял. Но в любом случае это не должно происходить. This should not happen, is what I'm telling Vova. I shouldn't have to think about squeezing this correctly. He was just saying to put the probe correctly. I mean, you can squeeze out this way, but you don't want to. You want to squeeze out here. Надо сюда. Это. And on the other side, I'm guessing it's not even possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sticky! 49 months. Thanks so much, Six. It's lovely to see all of you guys. I missed you all terribly, of course. Oh, this looks... Yeah, it's the same as over there. It's one of these. I mean, this at least has shifts in it if you can get it. It's just you shouldn't really be able to get these walls, right? And this spot is okay, but it doesn't have a low ground off of these 2 pylons. Like, this guy's put blocks, the map maker's got blocks and a cactus. Just to make you understand. Like, the blocks would be like a normal thing, but the cactus is just... There's one specific cactus saying, heck off cannon rushes. And this would be, again, well, 1 pylon wall here, but... Understandably not allowed, that's fine. Although actually... it's going to be 4 or 5 even. I was hoping the ramp would block some of the surface area, but they changed the gases so that they take up... Yeah, that's another anti-cannon change, I guess. They changed the like spacing or whatever of the gases. So last patch, you couldn't squeeze your probes in like this. I believe that's what the change was. It wasn't quite clear to me what they meant. But but I'm pretty sure it's this, right? Like the way you can squeeze the probes in between buildings. Last patch it would be like here. You could get in slightly, but not fully, like that. This patch is like this. Again, seemingly I can't see where this would make a difference other than cannons. But maybe it has a different application and relevance somewhere else. Anyway, Crimson pretty mediocre, mostly because of this. Like, there's no low ground, which is very sad. It looks okay for PvZ just because of this area here. This cactus not doing its job like this cactus. Yeah. This cactus only blocks 1 square and this one blocks 2. Yeah. So we have this spot, low ground. Nothing on the low ground here. Like doing this is tempting, and I see the pros often try that, but it doesn't seem very useful. Just to go here and then up like that against Zerg. Yeah, creeping up like that will take too long as well to get to the Nexus here. This is also far from the Nexus. I think that's about all we needed to see. I mean, yeah, safety spot against Zerg. Another hecking cactus, are you kidding me? Like, these cactuses are only where you would want to put cannons. I see you, Mapmaker. Message received, loud and clear. I will look at the name of the Mapmaker. We'll know to be wary of this character. I hope it's not Milo on Fire, because he always gets his maps through into the map pools. And he's always sympathetic to the cause. Good guy, that Milo. Yeah, so there's like not a 3-pylon wall here because of that cactus. Yeah, this won't be, because he doesn't do this shit. He may be the only map maker, actually. Maybe I'm being unfair to someone else, but I'm fairly sure his maps are the only ones that are very healthy for cannons. How are you, Honkenstroyer? How's the admin? It's been about a month since I last asked the admin of getting your wife to Ireland from America. If Samo can do it, you can do it. Just import those Americans. Yeah, so overall, fairly mediocre map, but playable. It's fine. We can work with this. Just have to remember that cactuses equals death, unless it's that one on the low ground. For whatever reason, we were given some breathing room there. So the map maker is Monster Energy. Right, I'm drinking Relentless and Red Bulls from now on. Monster Energy. How dare they come into my favorite game of all time? Make maps that I don't like. It's unacceptable. So I'd be perfectly happy to veto this map if all the other ones are as good as, say, Site Delta and Oceanborn. But for now, I'll leave it. It seems fine. Definitely better than Golden Aura and the other one that I vetoed. So, Dynasty. Let's have a look. I'll do Zerg this time so we can see where the creep is. I just hope it won't 12 ball because that'll make things annoying. Imagine having someone want to live with you. Couldn't be me. Well, Flair, you can come live with me for a week or so on the couch if you visit Stockholm again. And I would want that, so at least for a week. What the fuck? My eyes must be April fooling me. This is a StarCraft stream. That's right, Dom. How you doing, man? Good to see you. We'll see your name in the chat. It's an exciting time, Dom. There's been a patch and a map change in StarCraft 2. So we're all very excited. What is this map? What is all this? My boomer brain. I'm supposed to look at this and creative ideas that are supposed to arrive. And I'm supposed to be excited and impressed. But all I get from this change is fear and anger. This gas geyser seems so far away from the minerals. And this one's purple. And these mineral patches aren't the usual color. No, I hate this. You see there's not even an attempt at triangles. This is Also sad. Almost, almost. This was a 3-pile wall, that'd be really nice. He is alive! What's up, Spooks? How you doing? I'm alive. I mean, I'm feeling better than I did the past 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. But definitely not 100%. And still a little bit brain damaged. So, yeah, this is no good. No bueno. The drone pool is just going to come in and destroy us here. And that's a 4-pylon wall that'll do the trick to deny the hatchery. Like, this isn't going to go anywhere. It's a good wall. If all you want to do is destroy this, it's really fine. Looking at it, it looks like we do get the ramp as well. Ah, this looks okay, maybe. Yeah, that looks okay. It's also a semi-buff here where we can run around the pocket base, because this is a pocket base, with 6 mineral patches. But gold ones, so you're going to saturate much faster than usual, but you're going to not get as much as a full gold base. Alright, Zerg has given up. Interesting. So that's pretty good. You can 3-pylon wall this and then 3-pylon wall that. In fact, you can even 2-pylon wall that. And it'll defend against a drone, like a hatch first drone pool. I think you can build a gateway there. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's so much easier to see from this side. We've got some sort of rocks here. Yeah. Yeah, it's at least 1 month. I mean, it's been 3 weeks of 0 nicotine, Spooky, and then before that, no gateway. Before that, I was on a lower dose, which was it felt very bad. So I was streaming up until I lowered the dose, and then Emily's family came over, and then I went to 0, and it's been like, it didn't seem possible to stream before that. Anyway, no gateway, but you can do that. You can do that, or that, or that. So this seems strong, and the creep doesn't quite get there. If the Zerg actually builds a hatchery, spawning pool like this, you can do that. It looks like we can cover this pylon here. Yeah, not the cannon though. If you could get this high ground cannon, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? I mean, actually, how hard would that be? It's a pylon there, then a 4-pylon wall. That's actually maybe even feasible, doing that kind of thing. This kind of thing. And then going high ground with a cannon there, so you'd want a low ground cannon. Plenty of room to shift. Kind of. Yeah, like that actually is probably quite reasonable. Yeah, there's some good plays here against Zerg. And then you've got a high ground cannon shooting the gas. He's just a gas though, that's probably not worth the effort. Yeah, so this cannon would be protected from a low ground cannon like that. Anything like this is going to protect that. Are you unsmoked? I never smoked, I just used the patches. I'd never live with Grimmy. FaceTime me, you hoes. But Emily could FaceTime you, but I'm currently streaming. Angie's in my chat and she says to FaceTime her. And Dom was here as well. My farts are enough for you. You do fart a lot, Dom. That's a gastrointestinal question for your doctor. The thing obviously is the Zerg is likely to just take this base, right? As it's natural. So you probably run in here, drop a pylon on the way. And then if you don't see a hatchery here, you drop this pylon. And then you go directly here and see. If there's no hatchery here either, then he's going to pull first and you cancel the pylon probably. I don't know. Pocket bases make things very awkward, don't they? Ну, я так надеюсь, Вова, посмотрим. Сейчас смотрю. Первый мап не очень нормально. Средний такой. Anyway, yeah. On this side, it doesn't look very good. Yeah, there's these little tiny amounts of doodads. Again, walkable but not buildable. Very irritating. So there's just no way to build a gateway. The ideal situation in PvZ is to have the gateway, cannon, and then like 2 pylons, or even 1 pylon on one of the maps to wall in the cannon. And we're not getting that. There's a doodad here. Very close, but again, little something in the way. Which slows the whole thing down. But, I mean, against Terran and Protoss is actually quite strong. This cannon is going to, well, it'll protect if you can get it up. Yeah, these cannons are all going to hit the Nexus or the command center. So if you get this pylon up, you 3 pylon wall this, or 2 pylon wall that, then you can go high ground and put on real pressure. Terran is going to float into the gold base here, and it's not far and it's a gold base, so a little bit more tricky. But for PvP, this is actually a very good map. And cannoning Terran is a trick. It's a bait. My advice is not to do it, but obviously you can. Anyway, that map was better. That was Dynasty. Was this the shortest Reaper rush distance, or was it the first one? One of them is supposed to be extremely short rush distance for Reapers. Happy stream, Grimmy. Good luck. Thanks, Angie. Have a good one. Makes me want to light myself on fire. If you apply fire to Dom's farts, is that gaslighting? If you light the gas, is that gaslighting? Yes. Very good. And yeah, Ange, I'm sure we'll FaceTime you shortly. I was talking to Angie. Yeah. Well, you can FaceTime just Emily. That's allowed. I allow it. Amphion. Amphion. I think, yeah, we like the looking at Zerg one. So there wasn't actually much for PvP around the minerals. I didn't really comment on it too much. Maybe I should have, but it's not an aggressive one other than that ramp location. And the pocket base does make things a little bit more awkward if your plan doesn't succeed, right? So if things get weird, your opponent is likely to be able to take that pocket base and get ahead, and you have no tech. Equally, if you wall at the ramp, then you can wall yourself in on the ramp with the cannon and the forge and a gateway, and all of a sudden you can still expand uncontested, which is pretty good. So it's one of those, it's an interesting map, as I say. In Slavo, Grimo, hello sir. But yeah, I'm sorry to anybody that was genuinely concerned for my well-being. Apparently someone said that I looked quite sick the last time I streamed on cam, so they were worried when I obviously went MIA for a while that I've actually, been very sick. So I am sorry about that. This is obnoxious, but it looks quite strong. I need to wait until I have the minerals. This pulls, but the AI actually very slow. The AI usually pulls remarkably quickly. Good 3 pylon walls here. Now this could be a Milo map. I'll check. I should pay more attention to the map makers. They too make the game playable for the rest of the community. So, like, if it wasn't for those guys doing the work, we would have no maps to play on, right? This is looking great. Oh yeah, this is great. This is all matchups. This is already very positive. What was the name of this map? Amphion. Yeah, this could be a Milo map. I had to put money. I mean, I don't know for sure if he even has one, but this is great. Of course, this is a poor first circ, so it's a little bit less than ideal, but... Oh no! You lucky AI, what the heck? It's just all very playable. You know, like, I'm not even paying any real attention to the locations. I can just feel there's always more to do on this map, which means that it's just a favored map for us. There is a bunch of doodads here, so maybe not a Milo map, preventing all this, you know, lost and found kind of stuff. There was a map where you could have a cannon here and it'd hit the gas, and that map was called Lost and Found, and we all loved it very much. I talk about it like a love grandma. Oh wow, look at that. That's not supposed to happen. Yeah, this new map, like the way I squeezed through there, usually I would get stuck in between that pylon and the gas, and then I have to build a gas to get out. So that's a small perk for cannons. A large perk for Protoss kind. There is always more to cannon. Alright, so actually, very good map. Very good map. Amphion. That's all. I don't even need to sit there and look at the other spots for too long. I'll get those from playing the game, and then if there's anything too juicy, I'll come back and make a PSA about it. But that was really good. So that was Amphion. So Dynasty was okay because of the ramp to low ground spot, was it? Why was this map okay? I've already forgotten. It doesn't matter. Let's go post youth, which I guess is middle-aged or even just elderly. Post-youth. Some strange names. Ah, wait. Okay, this is Monster Energy again. Oh wait, this is just the powered by Monster Energy. It's not the actual map maker. Submitted to TLMC, powered by Monster Energy. So who actually made the map? Where is the credit to the people that actually did the work? I'm guessing power... Oh, created by Maris. It says it right there. Okay. Maras. That was golden aura though. Depressed Marauder. You see that? A Terran player. Making upsetting cannon rush maps. Maras also made Ghost River. Agaton. Alright, so Dynasty... That was okay, right? It was Amphion that was the good one. May on Fire. So that's Milo on Fire. I called it, surely. That must be the same person. It's my boy. I told you. I could smell that this map was okay for cannons. It was made by the one guy that makes the map okay for cannons. That's right. He was under the influence whilst he made the maps in Slava. They were all drinking Monster Energy, including my boy May on Fire, who I believe to be Milo on Fire. That can't be a coincidence. Volumen. He made Alcyon, which is another sad map. Alright, so that's actually good. Milo got a map in. Monitor. So Crimson Court was okay, but this is the cactus map, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, monitor, we need to monitor, because he is suspicious with his cacti. Heckin' cactus man. We don't know about Maris yet, because we haven't seen, but he did make Alcyon, which is a sad map, isn't it? So, I know that's Volumen, heck. Maris. Anyway, let's have a look at post-youth. Yeah, I'm glad I called that then. That's funny. Oh, it's a she? Oh, I thought, because Milo is a male name in my book. So I was assuming genders and that, but oh, it's a she. Anyway, she is our friend. Friend of the people. Love her maps. What the heck is this? It looks like a team game map. This looks like a 2v2 map. Oh no, there's 3 gold patches. No, please. My brain cannot handle this. And there's mineable... No, this is a team game map. Remove. Go back. Back in time. No. This is too much. This like 12 pull plus drones. You know that's already a thing, right? Dark would do it like every 3 games. He would just 12 pull and drill his drones, and he would break into a natural wall of that shit. He's just gonna use some of those drones to mine this. Oh, this looks fairly hard to wall off. I don't know. I just have this boomer reaction to change and difference. I need to work on that, but this is very scary. When I look at stuff like this, it's very scary. But maybe this will be the most fun map of all time, so I'm gonna try and reel it in. I mean, actually, this, you know, when you take a gas in the natural to get more void rays out, and you would long distance mine really far for that gas, this is like maybe 7 workers instead of 15 or something. Okay. Yeah, so this is all 3 pylon walls. Real ones, not fake ones. So Mystery pylon here and here. Both of these are fine starting pylons. Which is nice, because if you're getting chased and you're not going to get this one, you can still get this one. And then you've still got these walls here. So this already makes it a fairly decent PvP map for cannons. Then you have these kind of spots. So say another Mustro pylon here. Sort of. It doesn't do both sides. It is still pretty good, right? Because you have to do this. I'm a bit worried now. So say I have this wall here. So now you can get at least 3 on that. So this is not good. Even though it looks like there should be only 1, or maybe 2, you can get 3 on that. See, there's like a tunnel here that you'd expect only 1 unit to be able to go to. And that's true, but then you can squeeze in more. Yeah. So that makes it very weak, obviously. How many minerals does it have? It has 3 gold and 3 regular. Or do you mean the total count? Let's go have a look. But yeah, this is an okay spot kind of thing. It's a shame I can't do anything around here, really. 1800? Oh, this one has 900. So yeah, it's the same amount, but you've got ones with half on it, which I suspect is the same as your starting minerals. Another random gold base here where you can siege tanks and just obliterate your opponent's base. I can imagine a Protoss ever taking this base right here. Like, Terran have tanks and Zerg have lurkers. They do so much damage so quickly, it's going to make make this base never worth it for Protoss. Whereas Protoss have siege units in the form of Colossus and Tempest, and both units you don't really want to make, and if you put them here, are going to take a long time to do any damage. Even a Colossus versus Workers takes way longer than you'd expect to do any good damage. It's not like setting up your tanks. And then you feel safe here, whereas if you're stood here with Colossus, that you're probably not safe. So... And Tempest don't even get me started on how slowly they would kill a mineral line. So this is like an unfavorable Zerg gold base, Protoss gold base, sorry, and a favorable Zerg gold base. Not to mention this monstrosity of a 3 gold patch situation in the natural. But obviously this is the main issue on this map, is going to be this mineable thing. I mean, oh, how many patches does this mineral patch have? Yeah, that's the big question. Yeah. Because actually that means that you can't wall off cannons. 20. So, yeah, I mean, this takes 4 workers, which means that it's the Zerg thing where you do 12 pull, and pull, you pull literally like 10 or 12 drones. I think you may even pull all of the drones, because the game just ends, right? So it's actually just for that attack. Or maybe some sort of Terran all-in with the SCVs. But you almost never pull, I don't think you ever pull probes, right? So maybe a 4 probe cannon rush. Every time you send your probes in here, you mine this wall. You lose 2 probes, you send another 2 over time, and they can't hard wall this. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise here. Maybe. But what's not a blessing in disguise, it's just a blessing in full view, is how many triangles and Australia walls this map has. Extremely playable PvP cannons. As playable as it gets, really, for PvT cannons. You've got this gas that you can mine long distance from your main, not really that inefficiently, so pretty decent there. Having a natural is good for Protoss cannons because you've got this wall off easy, put the cannon on this side, semi-protects against any attack from here, and then you'd have to obviously wall in again somehow. And actually this might be a good map for Protoss just because this third is so close to your natural. Like, you've got this entire triangle, 3 bases, to just like 1 focal point here in the middle where you can keep your stuff. Hard wall this, mine this out, and then like do a zealot in the wall or something here against Zerg. And then you've got 3 bases very close to each other, and then the 4th one is further away, but can't have it all. Xel'Naga Tower behind rocks. Is this some sort of another tank slide? There was that one map where tanks would slide down there in siege mode, so you could siege it up here and it would slide down, which is obviously game breaking if you can attack things with your siege tank. You siege it up here safely and it goes down and starts blowing up the space. But hopefully there's some justice in the world, and this time the tank would just slide off of the side of the map here and into this crevice and never to be seen again. That would be great. 3 base cheese strat incoming. That's right. Spooky D is number 1. Well, I looked at your match history. You seem to be winning your Marine Arena games recently. Let's just have a look how many probes it's going to take, because this is actually relevant. No, bad AI. I think it's going to be around 7. We can't tell because the AI rudely annihilated us. Okay, so post-youth has a lot of triangles, and that's pretty damn good. It's going to be a weird one, though. I have a feeling this one is going to be vetoed, at least for the beginning. Until some content creators show you how to play your race on goofy maps, you don't want to play it. Just some clever content creator, your Hearthstone or something, is going to make a video, and you're going to say, oh, this map is great now, and then you unveto it. And all of a sudden it's your favorite map ever. But you're not going to sit there and play 10,000 games until you figure it out yourself. So we just wait. I'll veto that later. But I think it's fine for me, for cannons at least. Ghost River is our last remaining map we need to check then. Yeah, so Crimson was mediocre. Dynasty was better than Crimson, but still mediocre. Amphion was good. Post-Youth was good. Ghost River we haven't seen, and these two are bad. So, yeah. It's a good mix. Alright. Now, is this river full of ghosts instead of water? Or is the river a river that passed away but somehow stayed in some sort of liminal state? Some presence still here on this plane of existence. Let's find out. Set it to Zag again. Why would you ever do any other strategy on this map? Well, other than the 12 pull plus drone thing. But as I said, what's concerning about that is that Dark was doing that on maps that had no real reason to do it, and it was working out for him a lot. And this is a map that seemingly makes his build 100 times better, so I don't know. The other thing is I didn't really pay attention, so maybe you can, like, say the wall was up here, maybe you can wall your natural there, and then later on take that weird goofy base on that map. Oh, look at this. Got a little beach thing going on. A river beach. So the river is underneath the map. I don't see that it's full of ghosts, and it looks like a normal river to be in that sense. It's not even ghost colored, so I'm not really sure. Well, I mean, I say normal river and it looks like a swamp, but that's, I lived in London for 4 years. So to me, that's a normal. A green river, that's normal. Okay, so you cannot build there because of creep. Pretty trash locations here. This looks somewhat somethingable. Yeah. Somewhat somethingable, that's probably not great. Another spot there. It's a 2-pylon wall or a gateway like that. Thing is, if I do that, then I have to put the cannon further back one. 2, 4, 6, 7. Two, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, it's not gonna hit. It won't hit the hatchery in any case. This cannon, I mean. Yeah, because of the corner thing. Alright, now let's look in the main. Yeah, in terms of PvP though, what do we do? There is a pylon here. It's gonna give us something on the low ground. Let's check that out, I guess. Make it a bit clearer. Kill that pylon there. So there's a 3-pylon wall there. If you get this up, the game ends. So that's something. So this would be nice, but very unlikely, because if you get a pylon in your face like this, your reaction should be to be more aggressive with it. You'd pull your workers and kill this pylon at least. Yeah, so getting this up is unlikely, right? And you could even do that, and then when that dies, I'm not sure what happened there. You could even do this wall if they allow you. So there's some playability here, but it's very unlikely they let you do it. Yeah, I mean, you can re-wall it with stuff. It's definitely very playable. And then... yeah, that's, oh yeah, that's the stuff. This is phenomenal. And then you can kind of even do this to slow units coming in. Then they go there, they go here. So this is fantastic. anytime you get to put your gateway down on the low ground and it covers more than one square on your cannon here, it covers several, because it walls in with the south side. Pretty much covers 3, I would call that. It leaves 1 bit of surface area here. But yeah, this is a full... Yeah, it's a full pylon wall generally on the low ground here, so you could just go in against Zerg, do this wall. But in PvP, I think this is a great starting pylon. It forces a big reaction, makes it very aggressive and uncomfortable. Especially against like the low ground thing that they do. Yeah, it might be a gate expand map. It looks quite easy to wall this off. There's no ramp or anything. But if that's what Protosters choose to do on this map, then you've got lots of playability with these aggressive kind of things. Generally, and even stronger when you can do this kind of thing here. Turn on cam or you're fake. You're fake, you bitch. Hubsayer, how you doing? Good evening. Hope you've been well, my guy. I missed you. This looks like a cheeky little cannon, safety pylon against Zerg if you want to do Forge first stuff. If you want to do Forge first stuff, you have to just do it on maps that are viable, where it's like a good safety pylon. So like here is okay because it's quite cheap to wall that in. This is 2 pylons and you can wall it in most of the way. Although with this gas change, I don't know, let's see. Yeah, I think this is still 1 despite the gas change. And then that's another wall, right? So it is very cheap to get your first cannon up. Will die to a queen or a ravager, probably even a roach. Yeah, I think a roach would reach that. Looks like 4 squares. Roaches at full range, right? Maybe you can't walk on that square where you can't build that red square there. In any case, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Queen roach, it's gonna die, but you get cannon up against 12 ball. It's fine, and then you can group forward. Your next cannon will be that. Doesn't quite cover the thing, so you can floodlings into your main or roach ravages, so probably still not ideal. Like if this location allowed you to cover this area, at least half of it, I'd say, it makes it more viable for Forge first cannons. As it is, probably not. Great. River beaches, worst beaches. There's some good river beaches in Stockholm. Is that why you said that? To attack Stockholm? I know you like to do that, Spooky. Last summer we went to a nice one. Everyone was having a grand old time. Alright, so anyway, this is fantastic. This is the kind of spot you play this map as the defender, normal PvP. You should be very wary about this location. Because if anything, there's 3 cannons that can get up here, and they'll all end the game. So 1, 2, 3, you're very aware of this location. If you're not, you'll probably lose to the cannon rush. So that's fine. Now let's just assess. I actually need to stop mining here before I mine out the patches. We don't understand what's going on anymore. So that's always a good start. Yeah, that's not going to do it, is it? Can't build anything off of that. Despite that healthy looking... So that's a wall. This is the diagonal. Despite the healthy looking thing, can't quite make a wall out of that. Looks like a 4 pylon wall is reasonable here. But you shouldn't ever get a wall up like this. Look how easy it is, to send workers in either direction here, right? But yeah, I mean, if you get this up, it'll be very hard to stop. Probably like this. Even once that pylon's dead with the big surface area on it, you've got a cannon there. This one's pretty vulnerable as well. So you can't really get it all, but it's okay. Playable. Not the best though, and you really shouldn't be able to get up these kinds of spots. And then it looks like nothing. This amount of space already tells me there's nothing going on here. This is like, I hope you don't scout me over here whilst I build cannons. Even still, you get this cannon up, for example, it's going to take forever to do any actual damage. Maybe do this one, and then these ones will start hitting the mineral line. Yeah, if you're getting really desperate, you can try this pylon, and then try get something like this up. But this is like desperation, right? It's out of your skill and onto the opponent's, right? This kind of stuff, it's like who's faster, who's blocking, stuff is a little bit more on you. Which is how I prefer to play, at least. And then yeah, the ramp looks unfavorable here. Yeah, like this looks like there should be a spot for a cannon here, but then I use a building and there's clearly not one. That's kind of miserable. But you can do this. It's just something. It's not great. It's something. I mean, it's so bad looking that it might not prevent it from going up, but then this cannon actually fairly reasonable. These should start hitting the 4, 6, 7. Yeah, these will hit the Nexus at maximum range. This cannon obviously protects them. So that would be nice. Like that. But nothing on the low ground. Here comes a Roach Ravager Hydra slowing attack. And Zerg. But yeah, this is good. This makes this map good. Safety spot here, perhaps against Zerg. I'm not really seeing much else. This is like Print would go this far away against some heavy metagaming people, but I don't think it's viable in any capacity. So I wouldn't pull that. Good. This looks like a 3-pylon wall here. So if the Zerg wants to take this base, maybe. I know Rocker likes to do this thing, like, or is it Genies? It's either Rocker or Genies. They're like the region equivalent of each other, NA in Europe. But like you can 3-pylon wall this and deny this base. If you've already done it, deny this base. But one of them goes like Nexus first, denies the natural of the Zerg. The Zerg tries to go here, deny the natural, the third of the Zerg. And it actually looks like Zerg doesn't have a choice. That's interesting. Just noticed that. Usually Zerg has a choice of third. Feels like there should be a base here. There's just nothing. Base is under attack. So the third must be here, because otherwise, where is it? It's a million miles away. It's not like even a gold base or anything. This looks unfavorable for Zerg. Yeah, this is the map that Protoss will be able to invent fun and new ways to abuse Zerg players. Probably a hard veto. This will be the hard veto for Zerg. It's very rare that a map is unfavorable to Zerg, so here we are. That's interesting. Yeah, no third choice, which means that any strategy that revolves around denying the natural, and then the third is going to work here. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm always desperate when I play StarCraft. That is the normal feeling. Don't feel too bad about that. Alright, I think that was all of them, right? So from the top, Crimson, a pretty middling, average. Dynasty, slightly better than Crimson. Amphion, I think this is one of the best ones, right? I believe this was one of the best ones for PvP and PvZ. Post Youth, also good. And Ghost River, yeah, Ghost River is good for that one location, but then once it starts getting blocked, I think it's going to be quite sad and desperate. Just because, like, you see the amount of space beneath the Town Hall, Nexus Command Center or Hatchery. It's just enormous. This is something that Terran players have been very adamant about. They're like, look, we want to play the game, but there's not enough room in the main to build the buildings that we need. So we're ending up having to build it in random places outside of the natural and stuff. So map makers are like, okay, have the biggest, most noticeable base imaginable. And that's why, if you look at the maps over time, the mains have been getting larger and larger and larger. And the actual significance of that, it might be like not apparent to people, but like jumping in with your Stalker mass because there's so much surface area because the main is so enormous makes builds like the 4-gate Blink Warp Prism stuff more viable. And you see Parting win a lot with that, and then every other Protoss. I think now MaxPax is known as the 4-gate Blink guy. He seems to do that build PvT every opportunity he can get. Just because it's very hard for Terran to scout it, I think, and it always has a good kill potential, but doesn't necessarily need it. So these maps are going to be good for that build. I'm going to see a lot more of that build. Alright, let's play. So in terms of maps to veto, it's either Dynasty or Crimson, is it? Let's veto Crimson for now, and then we'll play the others. Oh wait, no, we veto the ones we've already played. So we veto Oceanborn or Sight Delta. Did Oceanborn always look like this? It looks like it's got a hernia in the main now. this extra space here, just above or below the town hall. Because I don't know if they've ever done that where they have the map from last map pool, but they change it a little. I'm sure that like that. Why wouldn't that be allowed? Ah, what's up, Simkin? I start to feel anxious whenever I have peak MMR, and I've been having my peak MMR for a long time now because no losses. I mean, that's a good problem to have, no? Annoyed Kitsune? Suffering from success over there. But yeah, obviously, when you reach your peak MMR, you have something to lose. Until you get there, you're like, well, I haven't been higher anyway, so... I'm just having fun here, nothing to worry about, and then all of a sudden it's, oh my god. I was a glorious 6.3k player, and now I am... I could get higher, and that's the thing, you're tasting that next MMR milestone. You've got hope, and that creates anxiety for sure. I managed to finish the last season with 100% PVZ. How many PVZs did you play? 3? 1? More than 3 or 1? Whoa. Alright, we're playing. Crimson Court. You've been winning with carriers? Nice.
You have not enough minerals.
Something we need to pay attention to is the time it takes to get across the map. I mean, this third choice as well seems like this one is so towards your opponent and it's got a rich gas. What the heck? Yeah, there's a lot to think about this map pool. It's good. Everybody always complains about stale maps this, all the same that.
You have not enough minerals. Your probes are under attack.
Oh no, I failed to click that, huh?
Probes are under attack. Base is under attack. My life for hire. Antara Pathika. We strike by meditation. More arcanics. Gassan. Base is under attack. Ula Sadari.
Templar, march. It shall be done. Yes? Where shall we march? Faith before fear. Let your will be heard. The Templar, I have met the enemy. We are. The firstborn shall persevere. Let your will be heard. To glory. Combat number.
You have not enough minerals.
We serve with pride. Ire. Yes, Executor?
You must place that in a power field. Not enough energy.
Let your will be heard. Hordes alive.
Prismatic core online.
Where shall we march? Forward! Yes? Not give up.
Chant. You You must place that in a power field.
We serve with pride.
Zack.
Ire shall be reclaimed. Combat over.
Phase crystal.
Give us your command.
Annihilation.
Let your will be.
Zack. You have slain the power.
I have met the enemy.
I was shown. Shadow.
Najakar Mina. It shall be done.
Not enough energy. Direct my vengeance. This vessel shall convey. Channel the light of ice. This vessel shall convey. Zak Naku Apu. You have slain faith. Zak Naku. Channel the light of ice. Undercool rock. Prismatic beams. Chan. Zak Naku genetic matrix. I am here in the shadows. I am the voice of Eclipse. This vessel. Zak. Channel. This vessel shall. Awesome. Phase crystal. Zak Naku. You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadows.
GG. Yeah, I don't know. They changed the Cyclone. It now has a 2-second cooldown after it locks on. Has something called turret tracking, which I understand to be when its head, like it turns around and like if the unit turns around, it still shoots. But I swear I did that before. Maybe they removed it and then added it back in. Yeah, I don't know. Worth. Yeah, that seemed pretty reasonable for low MMR PVT. So we went with the overpull strategy. I think if you're going to pull a bunch of workers like this, just attack the buildings, so that at least you've done something objectively, right? Does try to wall me out, but he actually didn't have the minerals, which is unfortunate. I think if he walls me out, it's fine, because we've got this cannon here. Remember, this is the one fake cactus of the whole map. There's a cactus here that blocks you, there's a cactus here that blocks you. I think that's about it. There's 3 cacti. 1 cactus is our friend. No, another one here, actually. So yeah, I think the redeeming factor about this map is this low ground cannon. And the map maker may have given that to us, or we just forgot to use the correct nuisance cactus. But in any case, we're allowed this cannon, so this at least allows something to happen, rather than just dying to the first Marine. Not sure if they patched it already, but there's basically map hacks with the Cyclone. If it locks onto a unit, then moves out of range, it stays turned towards the unit even when outside of... Oh, I see what you mean. It's still tracking outside of fog. I mean, that sounds really bad, obviously, if you can see which direction the entire army went, because your Cyclone can still like turn towards it. But in the patch, it did say that Immortals and tanks will keep tracking the unit it shot at, but what I understand that to be is it kind of locks onto it. So if it shoots it, it comes into range, and it moves away, but still in range, it will keep shooting that one unit even if something else happens. Yeah, that's super bad, isn't it, Sammy? You're just watching your one Cyclone, making sure that it's facing the direction you think the army is. Alright. Hold on. I didn't catch the name of the map. Last map was Crimson Courts.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not. Your cannons are under attack. Your probes are under attack. You have not enough minerals. Our pylon is under attack. Your probes are under attack. Your probes are under attack.
That was a fat kid. Hello. Yeah, so that right there could have cost me the game, so I need to be very careful. But I would just want to see the name of this map and then remind myself to be careful. Could just remember the spots, but apparently I can't, so... Because that was the 3 seconds that would have cost me the cannon over the Zealot right here. Having to cancel that cannon obviously is super, super bad for me. Yeah, I just need to position it in a particular way. And then, as I say, this map is very good because of the amount of like triangles that are going to threaten. Like, I don't have to do anything. You just plonk this pylon down, and the opponent needs to be aware of these 3 spots. So he's got control, 2 cannons on the low ground, and then an extra 2 probes here. So he handled this quite well, but then he let me slip in. He thought he could meme. Well, he lets me slip in and get this with no consequence, so... Like it was free to get in, which usually is a win if you could get in off of the first or second pylon. and just build the extra 2 pylons in the cannon, and then the pylon isn't damaged in any way, then you're onto a solid cannon, right? Then his zealot does bumble around, which is something as the defender you have to be super aware of. You beat a Terran with 5,500 MMR, 1,000 MMR above me yesterday. Wow. Amazing, man. With a cannon or something else? You've got some good PvT strats. I need to know all about it. Also, which Terran? Because if he's 5.5, I'll probably know. Though if he's 5.5 on EU, then it's probably a barcode. And if he's 5.5 on NA, then he's also probably a barcode. Charge.2 base. Wow. Amazing. So... what, he takes his 3rd base and you run in? Some good surface area for Zealots on this map. Yeah, what is it with this map and this map pool rather, and the 3rd bases seem like there's only one to choose from. Like Terran's not gonna want the forward base here. That doesn't sound good. And you have to, I guess you could mine out these minerals. And then this way seems quite far away from the natural, even further from the natural than it is from the main, which is odd. Yeah, the 3rd bases have been messed around with very hard. Yeah, you can see this map is very playable for PvP, so it's gonna be okay. You play both? Yeah, I seem to remember that you play both. I wasn't sure which one. But in any case, 5.5k is about the same on both servers. And what I mean by that is that they're both like top 100 or top 50. I think it might even be top 50 right now. Like the MMR changed so significantly on EU. That top 50 is like 500, whereas before that would be ranked 200. So it's a complete difference. I'll just go to the bathroom real quick and then we'll play some more. But yeah, definitely fun to have a new map pool. Yeah, you can see of the players that are playing right now, any significant amount of games. It's not like there's a 4k MMR in the contenders. He had a name. Best player I ever beat. Yeah, as I say, like that is such a high MMR right now. It's way higher than it would have been like a year ago. So not only is it the best player you ever beat, that is one of the best players that are playing the ladder. You'd find it hard to find many players better than that. I mean, you still got your Serals and your Rainas and your Clems. But those guys don't play that much ladder. I think Hero Marine is probably the best person you can find on the ladder, like, realistically. Let's all get in our 30 games for early fake GM. Well, you can see all of these guys are doing that. Anyway, I'll be right back. One second.
Oh, yeah.
Grimmy 2 Cannon, Grimmy 2 Cannon, Grimmy 2 Cannon.
Oh, that was a fat kid with the 28 months. Thank you so much. It will make me keep wasting more of my life trying to get GM. Well, I mean, think of it this way. If you can beat 5.5k players and you only need 5k MMR, you're going to be there in no time. 73 months! That's almost as old as Canny is in years. My man. Oh my gosh. Wait, where's text-to-speech? Where's my text-to-speech? Why does everything break when I don't change anything. I just don't use it for a week. Bam. It's all broken. 73. Yeah, I mean, Canny's my oldest sub. Kenny, should I promote your event? Kenny's got an event coming up. He's bringing back all the old dogs from Marine Arena.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it arrived just late. You know, Samo, a week. What do you mean Levy said no? Why would Levy say no?
737373.
Okay, why?
73.
73 is a number. Why does it do 73?
73.
How stupid does the text speech have to be?
73. 73. 73.
It's a number.
73.
Did you do something, Kenny? Like use a 7 from like a different keyboard?
73. 73. 73.
Like use the American keyboard and then the British one for the two different numbers, so she reads it as not one number?
73. 73. 73.
7-3.
73. 73.
Incredible.
73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73.
I don't know as a package.
73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73.
Well, hello, Abel Bacon. Nice to see you.
73. 73. 73. 73. 73.
7-3 to you, good sir.
73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73. 73 months.
Oh,
my God.
at the very last number, she says the actual number. The text-to-speech is in cahoots with Kenny.
Our pylon is under attack.
Oh, yeah.
Heck! Oh, I lost both of them. I blame Kenny. That was very close. A little bit too slow on that.
Our pylon is under attack.
The heck? Stalkers are cheating! Aye. Yeah, I was just a little bit too slow on the building there. Save a tree, 7-3. Save a tree, 7-3. Egg Minotaur seeing faces in the fire there. I was a fat kid gifted a sub to Abel Bacon. Wow, thanks so much. I was a fat kid. I appreciate that. That makes that sad, unnecessary loss just a little less painful. I mean, that was just site delta, right? So nothing to report on there for the map pool. That's just from the old map pool. Song request, please. I'm gonna drop this up on the YouTube also, so I'm not gonna play any music. That'll get me muted. Heck. And that's the trouble with 9 maps in the map pool, is that I can't really control. I want to play the new maps only, but I can't veto all of the old maps. How are you, Grim? I'm okay. I'm okay. Feeling better than I did a few weeks ago. An unrecorded channel? Yeah, I mean, I looked into that, and then I gave up looking into that. I don't remember why. But you can tell Twitch to not record a certain channel. Seems quite magical. I mean, I guess you don't do it through Twitch, right? You do it through the recording on your Streamlabs or whatever, because this is like Twitch automatically saves the live broadcast, right, as a video, whereas I could probably do what you just said, Steve, if I record it and go live at the same time. Which means one, it'll take about 15 times longer to upload the video. Because Twitch does it very fast, but if I use my own internet, for some reason, even though I have great upload speed here in Sweden, it takes way too long. So that's probably why I gave up, now that I've thought about it.
Your probes are under attack.
Messed that up, actually. Like, I want to build my Robo and end the game, but this heckin' creep from the hatchery is just too much trouble.
Glory to the Daemon. Combat awaits. Give us your command. Iron shall be reclaimed. The temple we serve. Let your will be heard. The firstborn shall persevere.
Base is under attack.
It shall be done. Not where we serve with. Yes, Executor. Let none deter us. Let
Base is under attack.
combat await. Give us your command. Ire shall. Where shall we march?
In the shadow. You have not enough.
Glorious combat is upon us.
I am the voice.
Let your will. We.
Base is under attack.
Forward. Najakar. Not. Yes. Executor. I have met the end. Let none deter us. We are of one mind. Glorious combat is upon us.
In the shadows. Base is under attack. Channel. You require more Vespine gas. You have not. Research complete. This vessel. I am the voice of the eclipse. Systems at full. Zaknak. You have not enough minerals. Channel. Zakna. We. You have not enough minerals. Twilight for hire. Research. Twilight for hire. We embrace the glory of battle. Twilight for hire. It's necessary. Upgrade complete. Shadow. Your enemy is necessary. You must place that in a power field. We are under shadow. We face the enemy. We embrace the glory of battle. Maze. We highlight the fire. We embrace the glory of battle. Maze restored. Justice. Command. We face the enemy. Prismatic core online. You have not enough minerals. Highlight for hire.
Battlegrounds? What the heck? Wrong game. In the general audio settings page for each audio source, you must enable the exclude the source from clips and VOD settings. Does that work? My recording software can interact with Twitch and tell it what to do? That's very clever. That sounds really simple, Steve. Now you made me feel a fool, but at the same time you gave me valuable information. So I will both mod and ban you. You already modded. I will VIP and ban you. But yeah, also I'm doing well. How are you, my guy? It's nice to see you. It's nice to see all of you, of course. Egg Minotaur, or EG Minotaur. Nice to see you too. Thank you for the follow. Kyoshika. Kyoshika. 4.6k Terran. Can we do it on Amphion, which I seem to remember being one of the best maps in the pool? Don't know about PvT.
You have not enough minerals.
Looks like there's a lot of random crap around where I would want to build my cannons. That was smooth. I love it when I can build the pylon without sending 6 of my probes to Australia. It's as far away as I can think of. Maybe New Zealand is slightly further away. I feel like it would be. Or one of the, Tonga, Fiji, Samoa, these little islands. Kiribati, Tuvalu, those little island nations.
You have not enough minerals.
Oh, we go here. Where's the other place we go? Oh wait, it's all triangles? What the heck? We like the triangle.
You have not enough. Your probes are under attack. Your probes are under attack. Base is under attack. I like for hire. You have not enough minerals. It must be done. You have not enough minerals. Justin.
Oh my god. Just can't click anything.
We You have not enough minerals. You Pour our panic. Justice be done. Ula Sadari. I return to serve.
Oh my god. How? Why? When?
Our cannon shall fight. Glory is eternal. It is destined. It shall be. There shall
What the fuck? Why do I need to keep attacking my buildings? Why is that necessary? Considering I had what, 1 unit when he attacked, pretty happy to hold that. Why does this base looks like it's already mined out, but it's just spaced weirdly. There is still 8 mineral patches, though. There are still 8 mineral patches. You think Cannon Rush is dead now? Why would you say that? Some dude, Prince F was saying they fucked Cannon Rush on these new maps extra hard. Oh, I see. No, I don't think Cannon Rush is dead by any means. Some dude. It's definitely different, but like the maps aren't that bad. I don't know if Print meant the maps or the extra range on the workers or the random angry cactus that stopped us from building and all of this kind of shit that just doesn't want you to build. But I don't think it's such a catastrophe. Oh, we shall see. Does the double attack range for workers have a big impact? I have not yet noticed it. To me, the acceleration thing that they did the patch before, I noticed more. Just feels like you need to be extra careful with the way you're turning your probes now. Yeah. Some dude 3, I don't think that Cannon Rush is super bad at the moment. Print does Forge first PVZ, so well, I don't know if I have him added or anything on this account. Maybe I can look at his win rates. There he is. Okay, so he had like a 50% win rate at 500 MMR. So he from what you said, he thinks he's gonna get worse than that. I don't think he will. I think Print will stay at 500. Boanan ended up at 500 as well. He was at 800 for like a week at least. Let's just have a, I like looking at this because Boanan is the weirdest win rates. Okay, his PVT dropped to 56%. That's still way too high for cannon rushing, but a little bit more because he was like 70 or something ridiculous. It was his highest win rate. Now his highest win rate is PvZ. I think it should be PvP, but because Boanan plays so much, he'll get metagame to shit, and it's probably dropping because of that. Wait, that was the Terran you beat? Wow. So last season... but this I didn't play enough to get into GM before it ended. I'll go through Print again. So we go to his last season. Protoss. The Sun Tzu guy? Yeah, nice. He's 500 exactly. He only lost 6 games, and you were one of them. That always feels extra good. When I beat like a Drogo or someone who's only lost 15 games out of 1,000 he played that season, and I know that I'm 6 of those losses. It was amazing. Protozavra. That is a pun on the word dinosaur in the Russian language, I believe. It's Dinozavra in Russian, and he's Protozavra. He's playing Terran, so puns aside, he's a bad man. I'm joking, of course. You're free to play whichever race you want to in this video game. I wish I could be 50% in PvP. You just cannon. Protozavr. Zavr. So that's no good. There's a cactus there, yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's this one. heck? Maybe that was an example of the extra range. See, as I was fleeing. And again, I'm not sure if I would have lost this in the last patch. As I'm fleeing, I'm losing the probe. Yeah, this is not enough damage. Yeah, so I need to be straight in on this. This needs to be my first pylon at 1 minute or before. It's a fairly decent spot, especially if the Terran builds the way he did, and he wants to build a tech lab or a reactor here, so he does that, and he does that as well. I mean, I don't need to lose my either of those probes, and I should be okay to play on him. I mean, it's still PvT, so I'm not favored, but this would have been okay, I think, if I could build more buildings. So what was this map? Crimson, right? Crimson. We can give them cool short names so that I can remember them faster. Crimson. Nice of him to help his opponent. Well, that happens more often than not when you try and block. You're helping your opponent. How's the stream going so far, Grammy? What did I miss? It's just trying out these new maps. I think they're okay. Apparently Prince said, according to some dude 3 in Twitch chat, that the maps are terrible, or the patch is terrible. It does feel like every time they change it, like the range on the probes or the workers and the range on and the acceleration thing, it just means that you need to be even more crisp and just have great execution to be successful. Which to me is like a challenge, and I respond well to that kind of change. It's not like they gave probes 3 range and they can hit over pylons, right? Like Marines or something, so here we go here. It's there, right? I do need a second pylon somewhere. Maybe I don't. Apparently I have not enough minerals. What's that about? Son of a... Only I had a zealot, huh? I have super battery in like 14 seconds. 14 seconds of him losing all of his workers. Oh my goodness.
Base is under attack. My meditation is really embraced.
We lost the Stalker by the looks of it. Dragon Knight, one of my favorite Pokemon from the first generation. Kanto generation? I forget what the terminology is. Chunky little dragon thing. Hard to hate it. Easy to love it. GG. Give the workers 3 ranged guns. I mean, I'd back that. Then you'd cannon rush with your probed marines. Yeah, that map does seem good. Do you think zealots are worth it here over spamming more cannons? So the kind of timing there works out. It usually does work out like that, where the zealot pops out and it's able to shoo away the stalker, otherwise the stalker will shoot the cannons that you build at the front of your bases, right? This is Crimson again, right? Cactus map, yeah. You know because it's red and Crimson is a type of red. Educational stream for you guys here. Like the Crimson Chin. Everybody's favorite superhero. Grimmy teaching us so much and reminding you, because I know you already know what who the Crimson Chin is. But it's important to be reminded.
Your probes are under attack.
Oh, this person's already ahead of the curve.
Your probes are under attack.
Yeah, it's a little problematic here, isn't it? If I had a gateway, like this would be perfect time for zealots, but I'm gonna get here and the marines are gonna be enough to shoo away any cannons I have. Yeah, the preemptive low grounds thing there is going to be enough, I think, for Terrans on this map. I really need zealots here. Fine. Worth a try.
Our pylon is under attack. Base is under attack.
I mean, we're in like full desperation, but if you guys are wondering what I'm doing or why I'm doing it,
Base is under attack. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You must place that in a power field.
like your ginger ass hair. Nice. What's... Oh, I can't get over here. What the heck? Oh my god, this entire section of the map is just walled. Oh, that's wild. I thought I could build stuff. Is that a cyclone drop? Yeah. What on earth is this map? So there's fat rocks, and also, how many mineral things is this? 7? Why such an awkward number? Three rows of 7. 21 that makes. So but it's 7, but it's still 2 to get rid of it, obviously. So you need oh wait, no, it's a rich mineral wall. So you mine 7 at a time, right? So it's 3. Okay, it's 3. 3 workers. You can munch through that. It's so far away though. It's only when you get your 3rd that it's gonna feel okay to do. And then it's 3 bases that you unlock by doing that. All these rocks, which are 4,000 health between them. Oh, sorry, one is rocks, the other is debris. Very important distinction. Very, very important. Yeah, I don't know. There's no secondary good spot on this map. I think... Yeah, it's not like this isn't even a mystery thing. So you build a pylon here. You can have this cannon, or you build 3 more pylons, an extra 3, and this pylon is still part of that wall. So they can just always focus that one first pylon you build here and then get into your cannon. Which is problematic, of course. Other than that, yeah, there's not really much going on. There are annoying cacti everywhere. So probably Crimson, I just went Cannon Rush Terran. And in PvP, it's a little less damning because you can like wall off the ramp and stuff. So that's probably okay. And then PvZ, what did we say we do in PvZ? What do we do in PvZ on this map? Just perish? I think the creep is going to block us here, right? This is the map that it blocks us. Yeah, I didn't test, did I? Alright, well in PvZ I'll just try and go on the ramp and we'll see what happens. I'm thinking this will be our 3rd veto. You can make a 3rd there, a line 3rd, very safe. True, it takes so long to break through is my only concern with it. I thought we just played Asian Chick. Now we played Balotelli. They just changed their name. Yeah, 3 trips to mine it, which takes forever. With 1 worker and feels awful with 3, so... Alright, that's like a site delta again. Oh, I also read that as ginger ass hair. Abel Bacon. Not ginger ass hair, like my dumb ass. That kind of ass. Glad to see you streaming, glad to be streaming, Mr. Steph. Yes, you can expect more seasons this... Yeah. Well, I'm feeling better now. I've been quitting nicotine for what feels like half of my life. And I'm finally feeling okay. I don't think I'm playing particularly great or quickly or anything, but I have not played for a month at least, so that's to be expected, and yeah, I'm feeling okay, I think. So this guy, does he have a 12 pylon gateway? I mean, it actually makes no difference to us. I'm just a nosy bonker. Like, what can I possibly do differently? It's already got yellow health. Okay, I don't know why that's still... Ay. I feel like that is an early one, right? No! Ay, ay, ay. Where is my probe? I swear I sent him.
Base is under attack. Twilight for hire. Twilight for hire. Base is under attack. Not enough energy. Justice. Twilight for hire. Orange Shisa. For Artak. Not enough energy. Twilight for hire. You have not enough minerals. Twilight for hire. We stand. We are the not enough energy. Not enough energy. Twilight for hire. Not enough. Twilight for hire. Ula Sadar. Kassar, le Templar. Twilight for hire. Justice. Orange Shisa. We are the Twilight for
He's building sentries because of the new damage.
Twilight for hire. We stand as one.
See how much bloody damage this thing does now? It's pretty wild. It also is no longer a light unit.
Not enough energy. Twilight for hire. Ula Sadar. Kassar, le Templar. Twilight for hire. None shall stand. We are the Adan Atu. Antara Tassaka. Not enough energy. You require more Vespine gas.
Glory to the Daylong. The Templar, march higher. We serve with pride. The firstborn shall persevere. To glory, where shall we march? Give us your command.
Holy moly, is it strange to see sentries being used defensively against zealots. And that's the definite goal, MF2K, daily streams, no more scans. That is so strange to see. So they do, it's strange, so before they did 6 damage, now they do 6 damage plus 4 to shields, which makes them very respectable against Protoss units, right? So it's a specifically anti-Protoss or in PvP change, where sentries now do more damage to all Protoss units, but also take less damage from Adept. So before you would, in a normal PvP game, right, you would open up Sentry Stalker as your first 4 units. Sometimes again, Sentry Stalker again, so you have 3 sentries, that's constant hallucinations and scouting. But the problem of that is when your opponent went like 4 Adept Opener or 6 Adept Opener and just shades in, ignores the fact that you have 3 Stalkers against 4 Adepts, and just kills all your sentries. And I guess that just felt really lame and sad in the developers or the balance committee. cartel, whatever you want to call them, decided that they don't want that anymore in PvP. But I thought that was quite a cool thing where, you know, Sentry Stalker openers became the standard until Max Packs changed it all with the Nexus thing on the low ground. But then this was like a counterplay against that. People who relied on sentries, the full scouting and such, would get punished by at least one other opener that you could do against that. But now that's gone, so that makes Sentry Stalker openers much better. But in this situation, it also makes them much better defensively, because the force field can also be very useful, right? In this kind of situation. Yeah, so now it's 80 health against 10 damage. The Adept lost 12 damage per hit on each sentry, right? It's 10 damage. 10 damage. Actually, it's 8 hits instead of what, 4? Still not the best DPS. I would sub if I could figure out how to do prime subs on mobile, since we had done scamming. So as of like a year ago or something, it was impossible to subscribe via the phone, I believe. But I would have thought they would have changed that. Anyway, let me just check if this guy didn't a wonky gateway. No, it was a normal gateway. It's if they go 12 pylon and then 13 gate. This is 17 or 16 gates, so it's fine. Alright, that was fun though. It's interesting to see the balance patch in motion, you know? Actually see the sentry being used. I think it was really effective. It was just we managed to get a cannon up and kill off his zealots. Imagine if he had like 2 zealots or even a shield battery, I'd be instantly dead, right? Just, yeah, it almost double the DPS against shield. So it's doubled the DPS against half of the Protoss unit for the most part, right? I mean, the Sentry versus Archon matchup has never been more Sentry favored. Yeah, anyway, I'll go for a quick bathroom break and we'll do some more. What am I looking at right now? 6 and 3. Yeah. 6 and 3. Yeah, the PvT is probably not going to be too great, especially if we're going to keep playing Crimson. Do I have another veto left? No. Yeah, I'll play Oceanborn, obviously, because that's just a good map. And we can veto Crimson, I think. And I can't see any other map that's worse. Haven't really managed to play post-youth yet, I think. Yeah, post-youth and Dynasty. So we have had 9 games, but only on 4 maps. Yeah. Printf gave Crimson a perfect 10-10 score? What? I'm gonna have a look at that, because to me it's the worst map by far. I imagine he's got a VOD on his Twitch. I'll have a look at that. Alright. I'm back. The April Fool's joke is Grimmy's gonna stream once, then AFK again. No. It's not true. There's no way Print gave 10 out of 10, so it's on the same level as Lost and Found, Everdream, Parasite. Those are 10 out of 10 maps. Did you give it a 10 out of 10 we die as cannon rushes on this map? That I would believe. Neon purple squares. It's no coincidence that you remember the color-based names, Steve. You're a colorful character. I'm gonna give you guys, what do you call it, astrology readings. Or tell you who you are based off of your star sign. I'll just do it via your chats. It's PvP, right? Yeah. Neil deBaff Tyson. Well, as I said, I'm going to give all the new maps a fair chance, but I'm not seeing it. Not seeing the goodness of Crimson Square, Crimson Court.
Our pylon is under attack.
Big pull on the first pylon there. Oh no, must be some on the low ground.
Is under attack.
Yeah, Valencia on the low ground.
Probes are under attack. Base is under attack.
How did I lose one? Why isn't the other one on the way yet? I'm in big trouble here. He is attacking his own Nexus.
Our pylon is under attack.
What? He was doing so well. It feels like his older brother was playing for the first 2 minutes, doing great, and then he passed it on to his younger brother to finish the game off, and he shut the bed. Trying to think of screwed the pooch. Is that better than shut the bed? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
Spooky. Number 1. 17 months. Thank you so much, Mr. Spooks. Tatsumikit. Mannen Elsker Mannen. Ah, he was building shield batteries and stuff.
No GG, no skill.
No GG, no skill. that's our good friend White Ra. He was doing super well, in fairness to deBaff. Alright, it's 10:30. I'll play for another half an hour and then we can do an hour of team games if you guys want. Why is the pylon Grimmy 2 cage? Because there's 3 pylons forming a cage, and that's what we call it, right? You cage, and then you build a cannon in the cage. So if you look behind the 3 pylons, there's a tiny, tiny cannon. Why not Grimmy 2 pylon? Because it's a cage of pylons. It's the Canon Russia terminology, Spooky. Yeah. Yeah, perhaps that's not too apparent. Maybe I just need a pylon one, yeah. Because on desktop you can kind of see it, but I think on a phone it'll be too small. Just probably need a pylon one. Wonder if I have a slot for remotes. I remember 17 months, a long time ago. 56 months ago. About 73 months ago. And he is flexing. His text-to-speech thing was just the number 73. About 100 times over. Well, Kanye was sub to me when I was streaming only Marine Arena. No. Oh. What the heck is that pathing? Jesus. And again with the pathing, I don't understand.
Your probes are under attack.
That was interesting. They're going the other ways than I expect them to. It's troublesome.
Your probes are under attack.
What the heck?
Our pylon is under attack. You must place that in the power field. Your probes are under attack.
Feels like I'm playing with 8,000 ping. Where is this extra probe that I sent? I don't think he's coming. Oh, there he is. Hot kid but never sent. GG. That was awful. That was the worst game I've had today. By a long shot. 7-3. St. John. See if we can do better. I mean, if Crimson Square turns out to be better, then we can veto this map, because this map is just okay, it's not the best. I mean, I like it PvZ, which is quite good. Because PvP, it's like no matter how bad the map is, you just give it a go, see what happens. 50% win rate on that map. Whereas PvZ does require the map to be respectable. I'm glad I at least learned a different way to do it rather than Forge First every time in PvZ. I do think, yeah, Forge First is quite dead. So if Prince struggling against Zergs, then I understand. What the heck?
Your probes are under attack. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
A shame.
Your probes are under attack. You have not enough minerals. You must place that in a power
Congrats, man. Thanks, St. John. Alright, this map we don't get to play much, so let's pay attention. Oh, we get here quite quickly. Oh, it's this map. Very good map.
You have not enough minerals.
Alright, well this guy's just dead. Yeah, it's such a good aggressive position there. You have to be very aggressive back. Or I guess very defensive. You never really hear that, but yeah, very defensive. Rather, you say that person is very defensive, but you don't say he is being defensive. You can say he's being aggressive or he is aggressive, and it makes sounds normal, at least to me. In any case, St. John, getting angry at my cannons. It's not my intention. Nothing changed about this MMR bracket. 1 Zerg out of 13 games. They're gonna stack correctly.
You have not enough minerals.
Yeah. So these 4 patches are closer to the Nexus than the others, and if you just don't split at the beginning, they stack quite well. This location is strong.
placed on a Vespene geyser.
Super battery is going to be quite troublesome here.
My life for Ire. By your will, we stand as one. Na'Adan. We are the blades of Ire. Ula Sadar. Command me.
It's quite annoying.
Kassar, de Templaris. Haru Naladan. More Artanis. And Tara Tassicus. I'm here in the shadows. You have not enough minerals. I am the heart of dark. I am the voice of state. You require more Vespene gas. We have not enough glory. I am here in the shadows. We are one mission. You require more. Zaknak. Let our enemy know our fury. Processed. Pass our shot. This vessel shall embed. Channel the light of Ire. Phase crystals charged. Zaknaku Afal. It shall be done. Under I'm here in the shadows. This vessel. You must place that in a power field. Let our enemy know our fury. Phase crystal jump. We are at full power. I return to serve.
It's feeling like he's got another base.
Channel the light. We are at full power. Base is under attack.
Does he? Why is this one space in the minimap? It looks like it's been scouted, but nothing around it. Like somebody teleported here and then teleported back. So just the coloring of the minimap, I guess? Yeah, it looks like that
Good
from the
luck,
beginning.
have fun, and
Just because of the tile set, I guess. That's annoying. I'm gonna think I scouted there and I haven't, and then just lose. Not that, yeah, I guess you won't scout there. You can't really proxy there. Well, you can proxy there as Terran. You could fly a building here, for example, but then you couldn't scout it. I wonder if that's a strat for Terran. Put the starport there. Float it here. Now it's invincible. Just keep making liberators. Actually, this is a... yeah. I was going to say Tempest, but it's quite a lot of distance. It's hard to poke at these mineral lines. Maybe here, but getting a Tempest in here is going to be hard. Yeah, I denied his mining for so long that I thought he must have another base if he's happy to just not mine like that. Is there winning? Let's have a look. I'll back up my answer with stats. 71% winning. 29% losing. Mixu? Rare Zerg player? What's the time? 10 minutes. If you guys want to play team games, in 10 minutes I can play for an hour. Alright, where do we go? So the ramp is trash, I remember that much. We could try up here and as if it was not a sad player. Or we can just play it safe and go further away, use one of these probably. I guess we use the Mostra pylons behind the wall. Behind that mineral wall, sorry. And it's mixed, so everybody remembers what I'm going to do, so it's just, looks like a standard timing to me. So here and here, I think that's the best spot. It's very little surface area for what you get. Oh, I don't have minerals somehow? That's interesting. I mean, my cannon is much away. Goddamn creep.
My meditation is justice be done.
I think this pylon is safe from being cheesed.
Base is under attack. We are the blades of iron. My life for hire. Command me. Cansara Tacitus. Base is under attack. By your will.
This is so strange. I would never expected that.
Your pylon is under attack. You must construct additional pylons.
Oh yeah, pylons are a thing.
Additional pylons.
Ire, where shall we march?
Yeah, alright.
Base is under
It's
attack.
really bad for me then.
Base is under attack.
To glorious battle! Forward! Yes, basic. Let your will be heard. Glory to the Daylon. Combat awaits.
Base is under attack.
It shall be done. Faith!
Paradakura.
Forward!
We are at full power. Phase You have not enough minerals. Calibrate lens. Channel the light of iron. Research complete. Undercool. It shall be done. My light for iron. We are at... This vessel shall be Caliber. My light for iron. You must construct additional pylons. Undercool the rock. This. You have not enough minerals. Annihilation commencing. You have not enough. My light for iron. We embrace the glory of battle. My light for iron. Research complete. Process. Channel. You must construct prismatic core online. My light for iron. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field. Upgrade complete. Enemy. My light for iron. This vessel shall. Zack. My light for iron. Systems at full. Channel. Phase crystal charge. This vessel. Mineral field depleted. Channel the light. Mineral field depleted. You must construct additional pylons. Paradigm. I am here in the shadow. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Zak Naku Afal. You must construct additional pylons. We face the enemy. Systems at full. We embrace the glory of battle. This vessel. Mineral field. You require more Vespine gas. Processed. Command me. Channel. You require more Vespine gas. I am here in the shadows. Base is under attack. You require more Vespine gas. I am here in the shadows. You require more Vespine gas. Zak Naku, Fate's crystal. We embrace the power of the sun. I'm here in shadow. We embrace the glory of thunder. I'm here in shadows. Let our enemy know our fury. Intriguing. Channel the light of life. And let our enemy know our fury. Highlight for hire. You have not enough minerals. Channel highlight for hire. Channel the light of life. You must place. You have not enough minerals. Highlight for hire. Zach. Highlight for hire. Your probes are under attack. I'm here in shadows. Your probes are under attack. Base is under attack.
Roaches still roaches. A couple more shield batteries, that would have been nice. He killed my cyber, so I couldn't make useful units. Yeah. I think I'm supposed to hold that really well with Blink after charge. Seems no problem. Yeah, the back door I expected to go through the rocks because I could have multiple shield batteries in my natural, but since I only had one, he probably saw that and was like, I'll just attack without breaking the rocks. Oh wait. Ah, heck. I'm supposed to play team games. What's a solar hour, Spooky? Is that different than 24 hours? You mean an hour on the sun? I don't know why the sun would have a different hour to the earth. I'm too stupid to know the answer to that. This is Crimson. The Crimson Chin. Alright. It's our favorite Pokemon opponent. Dragonite. Heck, Steve, heck. Well, I mean, the way he managed to kill the one pylon supporting those cannons, it's very unexpected. That he found that angle. It's very, very skillful of him. Because otherwise, I don't think that the late drone pull into spines is a good response. But if you can do what he did there, then all of a sudden it becomes a great response. This map is pretty terrible.
Our pylon is under attack.
I did that way too early, what the heck? GG. Yeah, required some quick thinking there, but managed to get him. Poor Dragon Knight, we've got him like 5 times in a row at this point. Maybe 4. He's not having a great PvP night. Oh, Eric the Zerg. Is that NA Eric the Zerg? He should have like 6 KMR or so. 5-6. That might be him. Oh, thanks for the follow. Neutrontic. Thanks, man. Yeah. Eric used to be a NA 6k Zerg, so be a name I would fear and respect. Okay.
Our pylon is under attack.
Oh, that's bad. You get a probe for it, but still, that's really bad. It's a proxy Void Ray almost definitely this time. See, here I want cannons, because it's just that kind of game. But usually there'd be a Stalker on the way.
My life for hire. My life for hire. Justice be done. Adon Atu. My meditation is over. I'll guide you. We stand as one. You have not enough minerals.
He's got 4 workers. and he didn't have enough minerals to get the Void Ray and the Nexus, which is why I was expecting it to just be the Void Ray and hope that I don't have the things in time. You can see it's like a funny little game of Shield Battery versus Void Ray DPS, where I'm building Shield Batteries and canceling them and trying to get Stalkers out enough to deal with his one Void Ray, maybe even two if I'm too slow at taking his Nexus out and his workers. And you have to play that game. I think my cannon was really late this game actually, and I didn't need 3 on gas, I needed 2. But other than that, that's kind of how you deal with that. Team games. If anybody wants team games, I'll have a bathroom break and I'll message in the meantime. Yeah, if you guys want team games, then we can play an hour of team games. If not, then I'll play an hour of ladder. Uh, whose emote is that I was affected? Oh, it's a global emote. I'm struggling to understand. Why is that woman in a hole, seemingly in a garden or a golf course? Too many bushes for a golf course. Just some large garden, I suppose. I mean, for an American, that might be a small garden, but in the EU, that seems like a long distance between the house and the first bush. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I think might have to wait for an hour. Talkative chat today. I'm enjoying watching the ladder games, so I'm pretending I'm not available for teams. Alright, I think team games will be in about an hour. I'll take a break in 45 minutes for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then I'll start the stream up again. Bathroom for an hour? No, no, no. I wish. That sounds like a dream. Anyway, I'll be right back. That's why I was a bit weird. Leaving house. I can't still. I want to see else like that. These voices don't play game. Looking at you, bud. Looking at you. Alright. Now that Grim is streaming again, I can stop binge reading fantasy novels and watching YouTube vocal coaches react to metal songs. Well, because the vocal, like what kind of vocal coach? Because there's like the, oh, that's impressive for a vocal, like if that what they're coaching is metal singing. Or there's the, oh my god, what are you doing to your voice reaction to a metal singer. But I mean, you know, A-pop, classically trained vocal coaches. Oh, so for like opera and stuff, they are all super impressed. Ah, okay, yeah. So like respect to that. Yeah, okay. So they respect the hustle. Just a different way of using your voice that takes lots of training. Well, you know, like A-pop is a metal singer. He's so open and friendly about everything. Like he's willing to talk about anything and react to anything, but he won't do his metal singing on stream. Yeah, he used to be in a metal band, and he says there is a video out there of him and his band.
You have not enough minerals.
Corn, Freak on a Leash, they lose it.
You have not enough minerals.
I'm sure the metal singers would be equally impressed with the opera singers. Like, obviously, it's neither of their styles or preferred music. And System of a Down. I was actually listening to 90s metal the other day. Just wanted a bit of nostalgia. Good luck in the shitter. That's where the real games are played. Ooh. Why? Yeah, funnel in, please, boys. Funnel into the cannons. Very nice.
We stand as one. Even blades of fire. Ula Tadar. You require more piston gas.
Guess I shouldn't be greedy and make one of those. Could be a Reaper or even two. Tank, come on.
Our pylon is under attack. Base is under attack. I return to serve. You have not enough minerals.
And you should have a lot of Marines, right?
Our pylon is under attack. You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadows. You must place that in a power field. You must construct additional power. I am here in the shadows. You have not enough minerals. Research complete. There are clues. Intriguing. You have not enough minerals. You require my soul. Very well. I am the voice. We move unseen. I am the heart. State weak. State. You have not enough minerals. The enemy closes.
Oh.
I am the voice. We. Your probes are under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. I am here. Cold. I am the. It shall be as you say.
Ceases to be annoying, does it?
You have not enough minerals. Research complete. You require more Vespine gas. I am here in the shadow. You have not enough minerals. I am the heart of the. We are one. I am the voice of the mineral. You require more Vespine gas. You require more Vespine gas. You require more Vespine. You must construct additional pylons. My life for I. You must construct. You require more Vespine gas. You require my skills.
Well, there he is.
You must construct additional upgrade. I am here in the shadows. We embrace the glory of battle. I am the void. I like what I am. You require Rio. Cool. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field. Mineral field. Mineral field depleted. Justin. Mineral field depleted. I will. Mineral field depleted. My life for hire. Time. Upgrade. We embrace. You have not enough minerals. Mineral field depleted. Your probes are under attack. Not enough energy. You have not enough minerals. My life for hire. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Base is under attack. Mineral field depleted. Not enough energy. We embrace the glory of
Oh my god. So tilting the slow open. Thanks so much for the raid.
mineral field depleted.
Empowered my forge as well for his match.
Command me. By your co-wheel. My meditation is over. You have not enough minerals. I am here in the shadows. Not enough energy. My life for hire.
Oh, I have so many probes not working, Jesus. Well, that's a little bit game loosey, isn't it? Creepy crab thing freaking me out.
You require more Vespene gas. Consciousness awakened. Upgrade complete. We embrace the glory of Atlas. You require
Map is very awkward, to be honest.
You have not enough minerals. Mineral field. Upgrade complete. You have not enough minerals.
Consciousness awake.
On guide. Our pylon is under attack. My light for iron. We embrace mineral field. We embrace the glory of battle.
Speak, presiding. We begin anew. I live on.
My light for iron.
Presiding. I am here in the shadows.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. The Kala is mineral field. Carrier has arrived. Mineral field.
I am here in the shadows. Speak. Your demand.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field is ours. Teleport successful. Destiny Riser exhausted. Commit. Mineral field depleted. Carrier has arrived. You must place that in a power field. Teleport successful.
And guide us. We await.
Teleport successful. Upgrade complete.
Ancient glory reborn. So, your demands.
You must place that in a power field. My light for iron. Shiravek, time for battle. Your warriors have mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. I speak.
We begin anew.
Mineral field depleted. The sky. Na Adan Aktu. Mineral. You require more Vespine gas.
From the shadows I come.
Teleport successful. Mineral field depleted.
Fucking PvT late game. It's not what I signed up for.
Mineral. You require more Vespine gas. We stand.
I present your demands. Consciousness awakened. What would you ask of us?
Space is under attack. Upgrade complete. Mineral field completed. Teleport. Mineral field depleted. Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
We begin anew.
Syrup. Research complete.
Ancient glory.
Teleport successful. You require more Vespine gas. Mineral.
I am here in the shadows.
Mineral field. We embrace the glory. Successful. The sky. Anan Borgon. Mineral teleport successful. I will comply. Unacceptable command. We are upgrade complete. Warp field. I am eager to strike. Mineral field. Teleport success. Mineral field depleted.
After all we've been through, a Bobik. After all of that, 25 minutes of StarCraft 2 together. Oh my god, a macro game. Yeah, that's what I was thinking the whole time. Making me make all sorts of types of units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different types of units. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. DTs. Zealots. Stalker, Disruptor, Carrier, Tempest 7. I mean, if you count the Observer, there's 8. That's too many. I'm surprised Grim can even play StarCraft 2 anymore. And the Mothership. That's 9. 9 different units. Probes. My man. Forcing me. Against my will. That was a tank enjoyer, wasn't it? What does this look like, I wonder? The peaks and troughs are just mules for the Terran and me getting dropped in Liberator, I guess. Because we didn't really fight and kill bases this game. We all tried and failed. I mean, he didn't actually attack me other than dropping. His only form of attack was dropping. Did he push across the map even once that game? Guess not. Alright, so in 17 minutes I'll take a break, and when I come back we can play some team games. But yeah, that cannon rush was not too successful. You're done eating sticks? Well, I wanted to take a break at midnight, and then I'll be back like half an hour after that, so in like 40 minutes. April Fools, or 50 minutes rather. Do what you have to do, smoke a fat one, have a nap, That's what I'm gonna do, and then we'll be back. This was so great. Oh my goodness, how do I wall this? Is that going to work? I can't tell. I actually can't tell. He has free reign of this area, right? It's not like the other map, so this is closed off in some way.
Construct additional pylons.
So this isn't gonna end well. It's just not gonna end well. That's the long and short of it. Oh my god, you can't even hardwall this area with 3 buildings. This is awful. Flower build. Channeling my inner Coco. If I put a Nexus here. That sounds really clever. So I don't know if he has a base or not. 3 eggs, so that's probably a 12 ball, right? Yeah. Oh my god, this is such a mess. Like, this is awful. Oh my god. How have I locked myself out and I have to run the GG? Ay ay ay. This is just so stupid. And look, he brought the drones so he can mine through this wall. Here I am trying to wall it off. I guess you can wall off like this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings and you can prevent this. So that's these 3 buildings and another building that I wouldn't need at all. Or I just hard wall this and with a gate, forge, pylon, cannon. The cannon's not going to cover both sides. This is just a really stupid map for PvZ. Send that to pick new map follies. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good one for sure. This other has to run around here now to get back. A cannon does cover, like one here will cover both. Feels like this side is going to be, or if I put it like here, maybe? Yeah, maybe a cannon there, and it'll just about cover the ramp here. Has to be on the perfect spot. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind, because whatever I just tried didn't work. I thought one side you had to break some rocks or something to get through, but no. Post-youth. Aptly named, because we're all going to age faster playing this map. Great game. See, in like a year, I'll go back and be like, oh, great game. Let's see what that's all about. I'll see myself be an absolute potato and lose 35 MMR for no reason. Never mind, MF. Yep, never mind. Don't you worry.
You have not enough minerals.
Which one is this? Okay, there's no river. It's not Ghost River.
You have not enough minerals. Highlight for iron. You have not enough minerals. You must place that in a power field. Ura Tadari. Trust my meditation is over. The flame base is under attack. Gathar, make a blood. Order, Shisa. For art, command.
Where's the cyber? There it is. He was going really hard on gas. I thought he was trying to get a Voidray out. Didn't see a cyber here, but he was hard on gas, so I knew he was doing something across the map. It's just a proxy gateway. He's making 2 stalkers. It's not that scary on a warp gate. Just the amount of gas, 150 for a Stargate, but he still doesn't have enough anyway, and his mineral line's gone. So, despite this being extremely expensive to get up 1 cannon on the low ground with these 3 panels that I had to finish, and he didn't even need to attack, because it's so close and these cannons are so aggressive already, it's not that bad. It just looks and feels really bad. On any other map, this would be god-awful, but on this map, being able to get this up, this wonky 3-panel wall, even though he has 2 probes in the cage, we can still make sure this cannon gets up. The Zealot pops out, we have to keep these 2 pylons, that sucks. Then he makes a Zealot that doesn't do anything, right? We have a cannon here that denies the Zealot value, and then it's 200 minerals that we had to make because of that 100 minerals, so we're still down 100 because of that Zealot, and we made a cannon in our mineral line. But yeah, just because of how aggressive you can be. So that was Dynasty. I think that was the first game we played on this map. Yeah, 1 game on Dynasty, 1 game on Post-Youth. And I think most non-Zergs are going to veto Post-Youth. Just because it forces you to play against that 12-pool drone threat. Like, Zergs will then play completely differently, but we have to keep it in mind the whole time. So even the threat and the possibility of a really strong bit, like map-specific build changes the dynamic entirely, right? And makes it very unfavorable, so... That's why I think the most interesting maps are ones like, say, Post-Youth would be a Zerg unfavored map, other than the fact that it has this cool build that everyone else has to respect, because then you've got the 2 sides fighting each other, right, in conflict of each other. The fact that you have this build that every other race has to play around, maybe even other Zergs have to play around it, because you're still scared of 12-pool as Zerg, right, against another Zerg. Yeah, you have to keep that in mind, and then the map is actually like bad for Zerg. That would be cool. I can't tell what it is right now. I know lots of choke points, like small tunnels that Zerg has to go through. That's bad for Zerg. Other than that, I can't tell what's a good and a bad Zerg map. Well, very short rush distance, obviously good for Zerg. So I guess enormous maps with lots of space is, with little space somehow, is bad for Zerg. But then they're happy in the late game, so I don't know. Alright, time to lose a game. Yeah. I don't know if you guys even want me to cannon Terran. Doesn't seem very fruitful. It can be fun, but it's not very fruitful. Not very useful. Yeah, MF2K. I thought it would be Stargate as well, but we actually managed to make it into his Nexus and Mineral Line really quickly on that map. Hello, I clicked on this like 10 minutes ago. What's happening there? Interesting. So we do actually deny the gas, which is good. Come on. Oh no. That's pretty good. That cannon gets up. Or he loses a bunch of workers for it.
My life for hire. By your will. On battle. For Artanis. Command me. Orchisa. Our pylon is under attack. We embrace the glory of battle. You have not enough minerals. Na'adan Aktu. Kasa. My meditation. Justice speak. We are. Justice. I am here in the shadows. We are one with the shadow. Our pylon is under attack. You require the heart of dark. Cold is the fort. I am state thy bidding. You require my skills. For the reckoning, I am the heart of darkness. I return to serve. Not enough energy. Intriguing. Death comes to all. We move unseen. Cold. I am the voice of the eclipse. We are one with the shadows. Not enough energy.
I wanted to pronounce I wanted to say it's pronounced few. But he left. Sadness. Huge marine kill. You mean the very first one? Because yeah, that was really good. Yeah, once the Prism's out, it feels great. Does he even... He doesn't have Stim, right? Yeah. Three racks. I mean, I guess it's 3 racks just because of the whole gas thing. Yeah, I don't know. This map is like, I don't look at this and think, oh wow, cannon rushing is so good against Terran on this map. I don't think it is. This map has some favorable things about it, like the fact that we got the depot. Like, this cannon on the low ground is amazing if you can get the gateway panel off, but that's not guaranteed. The Terran can have an SCV that have denied this. Does this cannon even reach? I assumed it does, but actually it never once shot the depot. He cancelled it. Let me find out. Like for 3 seconds, so why not? Yeah, okay, nice. So that's a big plus because you can get in. Imagine if this Marine is clever and just, you know, denies front cannons and such. I'm stifled here already, so yeah, it's on the Terran to lose. But it's the most viable PvT map, I'd say. Oh, nice. 4.7k MMR. We worked hard for that 8 MMR. What's his real MMR? 6 times master. That's all we can tell. Not last season. 2v2 teams. Alright, that tells me nothing. Alright guys, I'm gonna go for like half an hour and then I'll be back. Tesla Heats, thanks so much, man. That was 32 minutes ago, but I still appreciate you very much. StarCraft 2 is now playable. Hope you guys enjoyed Tesla Heat's stream. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a half an hour nap. Or 20-minute nap, maybe have some food in that extra 10 minutes and then I'll be back. Meantime, could raid someone. Neuro is playing Immortal Gates of Pyre. I wonder if that's sponsored. It feels sponsored. Anytime something out of the ordinary happens, I'm like, you're getting paid to do this. Disc is playing probably some standard Protoss on EU. Well, I didn't play him today. My MMR is a bit low perhaps though. Disc should be up there. Yeah, I mean, I could raid Disc for sure. I don't think he likes me because I cannon rush, but I don't mind him. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back for some team games. Yeah, I like this. I think he tries not to tilt, but he definitely does tilt. He has tilted against me. Nothing crazy, not like swearing or being toxic or anything. He did a cannon rush earlier? Oh, good. I think he just doesn't like it when he's higher MMR and then gets cheesed, you know? I mean, nobody likes that, obviously. As I say, I have nothing against the guy. Anyone like you know, I don't mind people that tilt to any degree because I'm friends with Hup and I have been for years, right? So he coached me on how to do 2-gate forge. Wow, yeah. April Fool, I'm dead. If it isn't my favorite fella from Honolulu, my good time guy, my sweet cheese. Right at the last minute. I'm gonna be back in half an hour, Apop. I'm gonna play some team games. Be well, my rotten soldier. I hope you're well, Apop. I quit nicotine 3 weeks with 0 of it, and before that I was on some shitty patch that gave me like basically nothing, so I'm feeling better. I played alright today, and you're going to be seeing more of me. Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back soon, TM guys. Thanks for hanging out and saying hello. It's nice to see all of you guys here. The old Niquit. Yeah, it was Nicotin, actually. Have fun with the shakes. I don't have a nap. Monster Clown. That's a really cool emote. Bye bye.